Good. Thanks for having me on New Mexico Live Rocks. Yeah. Woo! There it is. Before I get any further into this, let you guys know I'm not Mikey from American Choppers. Not that guy. I get that sometimes. And this hair, it's not my fault. That girl at Supercuts thought she was kidding about the Farrah Fawcett look. She wasn't. Obviously. Look at me, I'm a 6'4", 260-pound Charlie's Angel. Oh no is right. Fighting crime, one rinse and repeat at a time. It's a tough job, a lot of crime out there. Again, my name is Matt Peterson. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm sort of a drinker. I'm like a 2 or 20 guy. You know, like have maybe few or drink all night. And it gets me in trouble because if I would go on a date with a girl that's maybe like a heavy drinker, we're getting smashed, you know. It's bad news. Get back to her house, we're drinking. Maybe she's like, hey, I'm going to go on MySpace because I'm a geek. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go back outside to smoke a cigarette. Maybe I'm so drunk and it's freezing outside. I find maybe she raises llamas and she lives on a farm. And I find a llama, and I'm so cold and lazy to go back inside because I have a whole cigarette to smoke. Maybe I slice it open like Empire Strikes Back. Maybe I crawl up in it to get warm, sleep the whole night because I'm wasted, because that's what happens. All right? I get up in the morning, maybe she's like, oh, he must have left. And then I'm crawling like a creature through her backyard with like llama guts all over me, but I'm still warm. You know, I'm coming to the door like, hey, how are you? God, we shouldn't have drank too much. You got a Red Bull? Another thing about drinking that sucks is if you go out and you like get really wasted, you're at a party and maybe some girls there and some girl's like, come here, come on. Maybe she's going to take you back in the room to hook up. And hook up's code word for, you know what I mean? When you're wasted. And you get in there and I'll tell you what happens every time. Every time the rubber knife scenario happens. You guys know what I'm talking about. Sucks for guys and girls. You get in there and it's like, you're so wasted. Have you ever tried to like stick a rubber knife like into anything? Like, can you, no way. You know, just say something sexy. Just say something, just bite your own kneecap. Just say something cool like ass salad. Just give me a second, I'll get there. Just give me a second. Fuck it. Let's just drink. Drinking. Or what about the sneak attack? Guys do that when you get wasted. Maybe your wife or your girlfriend's laying in bed. You get home at 4 a.m, super hammered. Went out with the boys, super drunk. You come in, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my lady. Maybe mess around a little bit. Of course, you'll have like 4 more shots and maybe like a ham sandwich. But then you'll head upstairs. She'll be asleep. Could be the summer. Maybe she sleeps nude. And you'll be that guy, like the sneak attack guy. Every guy's done this where you take all your clothes off and you're standing there naked over your girlfriend's bed and you're trying to get a little action. It's 4 a.m, for God's sake. She's asleep already. You know, maybe you like touch her leg and she moves and you're like, ooh, sweet. Maybe like sit on her shoulder like, hey, wake up. Let's mess around. You stink like a ham sandwich and Jaeger. There's no way it's going to happen with the sneak attack. No way. You know? She leans over. You're like, honey, no. Just touch it, honey. It feels like a rubber knife. Like a rubber knife. Drinking. I don't know. I don't like my job. I wish I had a cool job like the band's here tonight. Being a rock star, that'd probably be the best job ever, right? You get to tour the country, you get to party all the time. But for me, the best part would be between songs, you get to say really cool things, you know? Like if you're playing in Albuquerque, you'd be like, hey, Albuquerque, before I play this next song, I got one question for you. Are you ready to rock? Are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera crew is ready to rock. Woo! Yeah. But that'd be awkward for the ladies if that was your gynecologist, though, right? You're sitting in like you're sitting in your special like stirrup chair. Dr. Rocker wheels around, looks down at your junk, looks up at you. You ready to rock? I think it'd be awkward. I don't know. Anybody watch porn?
Yeah.
The camera crew watches porn and they're ready to rock. That's awesome. That's the best camera crew you can get in this town. Seriously. I watch porn, but only for the moves. Like the things those guys are doing, you know? Like if you could be that guy, you'd be like, no, you lay here, put your legs straight up. I'm going to ride this this comet in with my leg. I'm going to drink a beer, but I'm going to flex. I'm riding this comet. I'm going to dive through the window. I'm going to jump on in there. I do like the best moves. Love it. The camera crew is awesome. I can't lose. But you can't buy, you can't rent porn. You have to buy it. Because every time you go to a place and you're trying to rent porn, it's always like the whole shop, and then there's like some staircase that's like noisy. And if you're like, messing around, you're like, oh, Aaron Brockovich, cool. And you're trying to get near the stairs so you can get up there without anybody noticing. And they're like metal stairs. And it's like, no matter how hard you try, it's like, once you start walking, it's like you're wearing those little wooden geisha shoes. And you're like, clack, clack. And everybody in the store is like, pervert. What's that guy doing? And if you get up there and there's like another guy in there, it's always like, you got to be overly cool. You fly in, you sneak past the stairs, you jump over the saloon doors, you get in there, and there's some dude there, and you're like, hey, you cool? I'm cool. As long as you're cool, everything's cool. Just checking out porn like you, and that's cool, but that's cool. All right, I'm going to go over here in the Asian section and just be cool. You just stay in your area, far from me, and I'll be cool over here. But if you make that whole thing and you get down, you can't just put like Sleepless in Seattle and then like Rocky and then like Gangbang 9. You gotta like feather them in. You gotta put something closer, like Sliver or something. You gotta get close. O.J. Simpson in the news. I think that guy's going to jail. What do you guys think? Yeah? He's got to be a little embarrassed. He gets away with murdering 2 people, and now he's going to go to jail for trying to steal his own trophies back. It's got to be embarrassing, man. The juice is not loose anymore. I was downtown the other day, and I saw these 2 guys getting ready to square off, and one of them had the hiccups. You can't be tough in a fight with the hiccups. The other guy was like, hey, man, I'm going to kick your ass. He's like, you're not going to kick my ass. I'll kick your ass. He's like, dude, you're looking at my girlfriend all night. He's like, your girlfriend, the whore. I wasn't looking at her. You can't be tough, man. But if you do find yourself in that position, I'm not a fighter. So I like to, I never want to fight. So if someone comes up to me and some guy's like, you want to go, man? I got 2 hits, me hitting you, you hitting the floor. I can't believe I just said that. Has anybody said that since like Poison had a #1 hit? I don't think so. But here's how you get out of it every time. So that guy's going to tell me, he's going to give you that macho talk, He's like, I'm going to kick your ass. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to punch you in your asshole. That guy's going to be like, you're going to, where? Wow. Oh man. Saw my ex-girlfriend the other day. It reminded me of what a faker she was. And I'm not saying like fake an orgasm. Like she would fake the foreplay. Like we're making out and she's like kissing on my neck and I'm like, cute. She whispers in my ear like, I'll do anything. And I'm like, word? I'll take a blowjob. And this is where she becomes a faker, right? She gets down there and she's not even holding it in the correct, she's like got a pterodactyl grip. She's like gripping it like I don't even know. And I'm like, what the hell? And it's like all of a sudden my guy is like wasabi flavored or something, She's got a grip on it. And she's not even touching it yet. And she's like, I'm ready. And she's like, with her grip. And it's just like a pterodactyl grip. And it's awful. I could sit here and do that disgusting face for like 10 more minutes if you guys want. Or not. You guys have been a lot of fun. My name's Matt Peterson. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming tonight, Matt. Later on tonight, you're playing at?
Our place too. It's out on the west side on the corner of Coors and Irving. It's a free show, and I think we're doing bring a canned food in for the holidays for needy families. So go check it out. Bring in some food. They'll probably let you in if you don't bring any canned food or if you're eating your canned food, but just come check it out. We got a lot of comics. Should be a good time.
So do you do a weekly thing there, or you play there regularly?
We play there every first and third Tuesday of every month, and we've been doing it about a year. You can check out, I don't have a website, but I do have a MySpace page. It's Matty, it's myspace.com/Matty with a Y, M-A-T-T-Y, Thor. I have like show updates and other gigs I'm doing. And also the guy that runs the shows at our place, it's another It's kind of a comedy troupe he started, and it's called the LOL 505 Comedy Tour. And you can go there and check that out as well, myspace.com, LOL 505 Comedy Tour for info and gigs and everything else. So.
Excellent. Hey, thanks a lot for coming tonight, man. I really